Good Monday morning. So this is just a quick little video just to show you some of the key parts I need you to understand about our daily agenda, as well as where to get the feedback as it's going to start coming back to you. So right now I wanted you to know I'm impersonating a student and I didn't want their name included, so it's above where this screen cuts off. But it's just to protect their privacy in terms of their assignment, and I hope it doesn't show up anywhere else. And I apologize if that happens. So number one, you're going to start seeing the agenda start to look like this, where I'll have some information to lead you into the activities of what I want you to work on. You'll start seeing these little boxes. So it will identify the date. Do I expect you to get all of this done in one day? Absolutely not. But this is the day that it started, the unit and activity that you're working on. I'm going to start posting just some things to remind you about what due dates were there in the past as well as today that you can also see right here, as well as some that are coming up. So we are going to be looking at Unit 1, Activity 3, but before we get to that, I wanted to show you where you can find the information or the feedback about this. So, under grades, you can start to look to see that I put back or I gave feedback and grades for Unit 1, Activity 2 discussion. I have not yet marked Unit 1, Activity 1, or the questioning assignments. So those will be coming back to you. If you see a dash there, but you know that you have submitted them, then don't worry too much about it. You can always check in your assignments box to see if it says submitted. So that way you can be checking that that if it sits there as a dash, that you'll know that I just haven't marked it. If you do see a 0 show up, that means the due date has passed and that I'm indicating to you that you did not submit it. So for this student, they have handed in all 3 assignments that were due as of today, and that I'm just waiting to mark those 2. If there was a 0 there, again, that would indicate that they have not submitted that and that they need to. So the other thing that I wanted to show you is that as you're getting assignments back, you can see your feedback there for discussions, but as for some assignments, that this is how it will look. So this student handed in these assignments, and here I've provided feedback. So when I mark it, the infographic was not for marks, so there is no mark here. But what happens is when I mark on that, or make feedback where I circle or highlight or make annotated notes right on your assignment, that you can actually go right into there and you'll be able to see your assignment and the notes that I have made for you. So for this particular student, I also put in a comment there that this information was just for this test purpose. So if you're that student and you read it, I will reevaluate it. I just wanted to show that it can show up here. Okay, so you can find your grades in here. You can find feedback on your assignments handed in. When I hand them back, if they have anything annotated on them, you can click right there and it will show you your version and then my annotated version. So let's get back to our course home here. And I just wanted to quickly go through this agenda. So that was just a review as to assignment due dates, as well as how to get the feedback from those assignments that you've handed in. So as you can tell, this is a picture. So even when you go over that link, you're not able to click. So what I wanted you to know is that this may take you, the last due date is Wednesday, November 22nd for the 2 assignments that are in. So you can watch a video and then it says read and make notes on content. And you're saying, but I would love to read and make content, but I don't know how to access that video. I just want to show you right down here. I make a link to that Google Doc so that it opens up, and then you can click on that link right there. So this should be accessible for everyone. If you have trouble opening up the Google Doc so that you can access those links, then absolutely feel free to message me and let me know that. So as we go through the agenda, after watching that video, it says that you should go on to read content Unit 1, Activity 3. So we're going to click on 1, Activity 3, and we're going to go into that activity. So we're going to read through all of this information and we're going to make notes on it. These are just the key things that we're going to be learning throughout this activity, so you can read through those. I sometimes just close them. This is an introduction to theory, so you're going to go through several activities in which you listen to a video, you learn a little bit about each of the theories, you take a little test here just in terms of you answer it in your head and then click the answer to see if you're correct. You can record those in your notes if you would like. What we're going to be getting into is doing case studies, and so I wanted you to be paying attention that these are things you click through, and then you read the case study, and then you're going to be applying these steps to that case study. And for this case study in particular, you're going to be filling this out and handing it in, and you will notice that you can't fill this out. What I've actually done is I've made that in a Google Doc that you can actually make a copy of, and then you can use that to hand in. You can make your own, you can copy and paste it yourself, whatever you would like to do. You can make a chart or just answer it on a document and submit that. But I just wanted you to see that there are connections between the agenda and the actual activities that we're working on. So this is due tomorrow, and then due on Wednesday is, and this is for feedback, so I'll be preparing feedback for this for tonight so that you have when you're working on, or when you hand it in, so that you can have feedback for this. So the first one is for practice and for feedback so that you can actually do it here. And what you're going to do, that same chart, only you're going to pick a different case study. There's 3 to choose from, and you're going to hand in that chart in for the assignment, and that is for evaluation. So lots of information this morning about how to check your grades, to see the feedback that's coming back, how the agenda works, that you can actually open it up. There's some extra resources in there, and then specifically what you're going to be doing in order to complete this activity.